Why can't you tell me if you took an oath of office? Seriously, I can't believe this. I'm in Mount Brook Court and the judge won't tell me whether he took an oath to office. I mean, this is embarrassing. Embarrassing to the entire country here that we're in court and to make any safe he took an oath to office. What is wrong with every one of you? What are y'all doing? In America, the judge don't even take oaths of offices anymore. This is crazy.
All right, folks, buckle up because this one's a ride. And I mean that literally, because this guy recorded himself trying to own the judge in court. And it went horribly wrong. So we're in Mountain Brook today, and this self-proclaimed sovereign citizen is absolutely convinced that if he just says the right words, he can magically make laws disappear. And apparently, his big gotcha moment is asking the judge whether he took an oath of office over and over again, like it's some secret code that unlocks freedom. Spoiler, it doesn't. He starts yelling,
Good afternoon. Oh, right here? I'm the administrator for that matter. I said I'm the administrator for that matter.
Mr. Key, you're charged with trespassing in the 3rd degree. How do you understand that charge?
Your Honor, you'll never stand over me, so when you say I understand, please elaborate.
Do you understand the charge of trespassing in the 3rd degree?
No man will ever stand over me, sir. So please say it again. I'm sorry.
I'm not doing that again.
Okay.
You are charged with trespassing in the 3rd degree. How do you plead on that charge?
Before I plead, I need to know that I was told that you're a man of God, and I was told that you took an oath of office. Did you take an oath of office?
I am not answering questions. This is an arraignment.
You're not going to answer. You're supposed to be the judge, correct? You're not going to tell me whether you took an oath of office or not.
Have you removed from the courtroom? You can plead on this charge, and what we will do is then you plead guilty, and we'll go one course. If you plead not guilty, then I'll set the case down for the trial.
You're not going to tell me whether you took an oath to office. You're a judge to this county of Mount Brook. Why can't you tell me if you took an oath of office? It would proceed to say that you did take an oath of office. You're going to remove me, so you're just going to make me leave. You're not going to tell me whether you took an oath of office or not. I'm being removed? Why am I being removed for? I didn't enter a plea. I didn't say anything, sir.
Mr. Keys.
I'm going. I'm going. Why can't you tell me if he's going to take an oath of office? Did you take an oath of office?
It's time to go.
Okay. Hold on. What trial? I didn't take. I didn't take a plea. What are you talking about? How can you make it?
Your verbiage is not helping, and I take your verbiage as a plea of not guilty unless you want to plead guilty.
I haven't. I said, did you take an oath of office? And you won't respond to me. Why won't you respond to me, sir? Did you not take an oath? Did you not take an oath to defend God, this country, and the children around the world? Really? Seriously, I can't believe this. I'm in Mount Brook Court and the judge won't tell me whether he took an oath to office. What's this country coming to is what I don't understand. Well, I'm not taking no paper from you. I mean, this country, you did take an oath to office, did you? You did take an oath of office. Huh? You did take an oath of office. Why? I mean, you didn't take an oath of office.
Let's go,
huh?
Mr. Keys, let's go.
Where are we going?
We've got you're being escorted out. We've got a lot of other cases we have to get to, so come
This
on.
man did not take an oath of office. The judge here did not take an oath of office.
"Why can't you tell me if you took an oath of office? This is embarrassing. The entire country's gonna see this." Bro really thought he was the hero in a courtroom movie, when in reality he's the background character everyone's trying to ignore. And the best part? He's filming the whole thing on a GoPro like he's about to upload How to Defeat a Judge 101. I mean, seriously, who does that? The judge, meanwhile, is calm, stoic, probably wondering why his courtroom suddenly turned into a live TikTok stream. He tries to read the charges, trespassing in the 3rd degree, but this guy interrupts every other word with, "I'm the administrator of that matter," or "No man will ever stand over me." Like, what does that even mean? Then he demands to know if the judge took an oath to God and the Constitution. The judge tells him flat out, I'm not answering questions. And right there, you can almost see the sovereign citizen's brain short circuit.
We're in Mountain Brook, and he can't even say he took an oath of office. I mean, this is embarrassing. Embarrassing to the entire country here that we're in court, and to make any sense, he took an oath of office. Yes, sir.
You need to go.
I'm going. I'm going right now. But this is a disgrace to this country. I surely hope that you took an oth of office, didn't you?
Let's go.
Will you not answer my question?
No, I'm not answering any.
So you didn't take an oath of office either? To defend the people around the world? Seriously. I cannot believe this. In America right now, we got people, the judge he won't even tell me if he took an oath of office. This man won't even tell me if he took an oath of office. Y'all going into somebody that won't even say he defends the country, that he defends the United States of America, that he doesn't care about the kids. This is crazy. And none of y'all people, none of you care about it. Why am I the only one that cares? Why am I the only one that cares about this? Huh? Nobody cares about this. What is wrong with every one of you? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing in here? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
What did they tell you? I do care about our kids. My daughter is a Birmingham police officer. So.
Did he take an oath of office? Because the policeman wouldn't even tell me he took an oath of office. The judge wouldn't even tell me. He wouldn't even tell me. He would not tell me. I asked him, did he take an oath of office? You know what he said? I don't have to answer that. He told me he didn't have to answer that. He didn't have to answer that. Now, thank you. There's one person that agrees with me. Oh, so thank you. So y'all all agree with me. This judge you're going to see right now will not say if he took an oath of office. I cannot believe this. In America, the judge don't even take oaths of offices anymore. This is crazy. I cannot believe I did not enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. I did not do anything because he wouldn't tell me if I took it. He wouldn't take any of my documents. I've got all these affidavits right here. And he calm down, Christopher. I'll be back later.
His entire plan depended on that answer. He starts yelling louder. So you didn't take an oath? You're not going to tell me? This is a disgrace to America. At this point, the bailiff's already walking toward him like, all right, buddy, field trip time. And honestly, I can't even blame them. The guy just keeps repeating himself like a broken record. Did you take an oath? Did you take an oath? While the judge patiently tries to explain, sir, this is an arraignment. But he's not listening. He's too busy starring in his own imaginary rebellion against the system. And look, I've seen a lot of courtroom chaos in my day, but this man takes the cake. He's dressed like he's about to stream from Area 51
Yeah, you're from some alternate universe where you don't have to obey the laws of the state.
No, you don't respect the law, sir. You see this? Are you looking? Well, I'm forced to do this. Anything I do with y'all is under threat, duress, and coercion. So any judge who does not comply with this oath of office to the Constitution of the United States wars against the Constitution and engages in acts.
All right, I'm going to mute your microphone. I don't want to hear this crazy.
with a GoPro strapped to his head. Like, bro, are you here to fight your case or to launch your YouTube channel called Sovereign Truth TV? Because I can't tell the difference, even after being escorted out. He keeps shouting down the hallway about...
Mr. Morrow Bay, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, this is file 21213ST. It's entitled People versus Samuel R. Perdue, who refers to himself as Samir Siraj Morrow Bay. His mother named him Samuel R. Perdue. Mr. Perdue, you got another ticket for driving with a suspended license. Second offense, that's a misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. You're also charged with speeding. I'm assuming you're going to plead not guilty to both of those?
No, of course not. I'm innocent, and my name is not Mr. Perdue, so I would appreciate if you didn't call me Mr. Perdue.
I'm just going to piss off the judge for you.
All right. Well, Mr. Morrow, let me tell you this. Stop. Yeah, you're from some alternate universe where you don't have to obey the laws of the state.
No, you don't respect the law, sir.
Stop. If you drive again here in St. Joe County, I'm going to set your bike at $10,000.
And also,
I'm going to
lie
set this.
to you. You see this? Are you looking?
Uh,
I was forced to get this license. I don't want it, but as you can see, your officer is a liar.
Well, what's the name on that? Is that Samuel Perdue or Mr. Morrow Bay?
Well, I'm forced to do this. Anything I do with y'all is under threat, duress, and coercion.
So you have
every time I travel, clearly,
all right, you
one
have
of your commercial mercenaries keep pulling me over.
you have a driver's license?
Because your commercial mercenaries continue to pull me over, and they won't leave me alone.
Well, stop driving. At least stay out
I
of
don't drive. I travel.
All right. Traveling is one thing. Driving is another. You can travel all you want. All right, but let me make this
That's
clear.
what I'm doing, and they won't let me travel. They won't let me travel on my own land.
Out the judge's oath of office, like that's going to make security stop and say, you know what? He's got a point. Let him go. Nope. Straight to the exit, my friend. And the cherry on top? He starts accusing everyone in the courtroom, judges, officers, random people in the back, of not defending the children of the world. Like somehow, refusing to answer his nonsense question makes them all villains in his head. You can't make this up. By the end, even another woman in the gallery tries calming him down, telling him her own daughter's a police officer, but he just keeps ranting. They don't care about the kids. He yells, yeah, okay, buddy. Honestly, the judge handled this better than most would. No yelling, no threats, no loss of composure. Just quiet authority and a whole lot of patience. Meanwhile,
And you're violating the law, and you know it.
Violating the law.
Well, one of us is.
He's definitely violating the law, and anybody who needs to know anything about the law,
Now, slow
talk about it.
slow down for a minute. That license you held up, is it a valid Michigan driver's license?
Is it a valid Michigan's driver's license? Well, I was forced to go to your Secretary of State because you guys won't let me travel on my own land. That's as valid as it is. What's really valid is my nationality that you keep denying. So you're denying me due process, and you know it.
Well, you haven't been convicted of anything yet. I'm just telling you, if you continue to keep driving on some cockamamie
I don't drive.
you're behind the wheel of a car. Give me this BS about traveling versus driving. I'm just telling you right now, you heard it here.
Right.
If you drive again in St. Joseph County and you get another ticket, I'm going to set a very high bond. You can sit in jail for 28 days until we sort this out. You're presumed to be innocent of the charges that you're charged with, and you've exercised your constitutional right to plead not guilty.
No, I didn't plead not guilty. You said that. I said I'm innocent.
All right, fair enough. We'll set this for a last pre-trial.
That's the black guy.
Are you still at 312 North Sage Street, apartment 302?
North America is my domicile. You can send whatever information you want to that address. That is fine.
All right.
Very smart.
So any judge who does not comply with this oath of office to the Constitution of the United States wars against the Constitution and engages in acts.
All right, I'm going to mute your microphone. I don't want to hear this crazy, nonsensical thing. I'm setting you for a last pretrial. We'll pick a date and I'll send it to you in the mail. I don't expect it'll settle the case. You already have one case set for a jury trial. We'll probably set both of these for a jury trial. I will give you credit. You always log in a timely manner, which I appreciate. I'll give you a new notice. It'll be on a Thursday afternoon. We're going to skip the regular pretrial and just go right to the last pretrial. I expect it to be set for a jury trial. All I'm telling you is stop driving and stop in St. Jude County. All right, sir, you're good to go.
now the sovereign citizen walks out feeling like he just exposed corruption, when really, he just exposed his own ignorance on camera, and that, folks, is what happens when fantasy meets reality in a courtroom. And just when you think it can't get any crazier, here comes round two, another self-proclaimed sovereign citizen, this time over Zoom. Because apparently, courtroom delusion now comes with a Wi-Fi connection. So, This guy logs in for his hearing like it's a casual video call with his friends. But instead of just handling his business, he launches straight into that same old script. The I'm not a citizen, I'm traveling, not driving routine. You know, the greatest hits of nonsense. The judge starts reading off the charges. Driving with a suspended license, second offense. Maximum 1 year in jail, $1,000 fine. Before the man can even blink, he interrupts. I'm innocent. And my name isn't Mr. Perdue. At that moment, you can literally feel the judge's patience evaporate. This judge, though, he's not playing around. He hits him right back with, yeah, you're from some alternate universe where you don't have to obey the laws. Perfect response. You could see the frustration behind his calm voice. Like he's thinking, why do I have to keep explaining reality to grown adults? The sovereign citizen starts holding up his license, saying he was forced to get it under duress. He calls the police commercial mercenaries and claims he's being kidnapped every time he gets pulled over. The judge tries to reason with him, tells him plain and simple, then don't drive. But of course, that's when the magic words come out. I don't drive. I travel. Every sovereign citizen loves that one. They think changing a word makes the law disappear. The judge just looks at him like, sure, buddy, and I'm the king of Michigan. Then the guy starts yelling about his own land and God-given rights to travel. At this point, even the court reporter probably wants to mute him. So the judge does exactly that and literally mutes his mic mid-rant. You could tell he's done playing nice, and honestly, good. Judges need to do that more often. You can't let people hijack an entire court hearing to audition for a YouTube conspiracy channel. If you don't believe in laws, then maybe don't keep breaking them. It's that simple. But the highlight, the part that really got me, is when the judge tells him, calmly but firmly, if you drive again in this county, I'll set your bond at $10,000. Boom. Instant silence. For once, the sovereign citizen had nothing to say. You could almost hear his Wi-Fi buffering from pure shock. Still, he couldn't help himself. Right at the end, he says, I didn't plead not guilty. I said I'm innocent. The judge just nods, writes it down, and sets a date. It's over. Game, set, and match. Honestly, I'll give the judge credit. He handled that circus with surgical precision. Calm, professional, no ego. Just a man doing his job while trying not to lose faith in humanity. And that last line he delivered, stop driving. Stay out of my county. Absolutely. Legendary. Let's be real, though. We all know this. Guy's gonna travel again and end up right back in that same courtroom with another. I don't consent speech ready to go. It's like these folks never learn. But hey, at least this time we got to see a judge handle it perfectly. Mute button and all. So what do you think, folks? Was the judge too calm or just right? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know if you'd want me to cover more of these insane sovereign citizen showdowns. Because trust me, I've got plenty more where this came from.